Hi, it's Ann and John with a special video edition of Ann and John's Excellent Adventures.
We are right now on the beautiful Celebrity Millennium going through the Panama Canal.
We started our 15-night Panama Canal cruise out of Miami. First stop was Cartagena, Colombia.
Where we saw the infamous hotel where the Secret Service had their little problem.
The Hotel Caribe.
Yeah.
Next up was Colón, Panama, which is on the Caribbean side of Panama.
And we took an excursion down to Panama City, which is actually a very surprising city.
Yeah.
A lot of colonial history, some absolutely beautiful buildings, including a Trump Tower. And it was actually a very nice...
Huge.
Yeah.
The Trump Tower was huge.
And then we saw the Miraflores locks, which is on the Pacific southern side of the Panama Canal. We learned all about the history of the Panama Canal stuff. I had no idea. This is such an engineering marvel.
It started back in the 1880s by the French, but they couldn't get it to figure out. They flew the white flag on it.
After about 20 years of trying. And so right after then Panama declared its independence from Colombia, they signed an agreement with the United States, Teddy Roosevelt, and the United States came in and started building this canal. We should maybe show what we're going through. So we just stopped, and this is the second lock. We started at the Gatan lock, and it's one that takes 2 hours to get through. Now we're at the second one, the, what is it, the Miguel.
This is the Pedro Miguel lock.
And it's not nearly as long, as you can see. As John pans down there, that's a lake that we're going to wind up in once we get through the lock. And basically what the locks do, we should probably describe this. The point was that they tried to build this canal to connect the Atlantic, Caribbean actually, to the Pacific.
Yeah,
and shorten the ability to ship cargo.
Oh, sure. Otherwise, it saves like 2 months instead of going around the tip of South America. You go through here. But what the French wanted to do was basically dig a sea level trench all the way across. Well, they got to the middle where there's a real high point and couldn't get it done. So when the U.S. took it over, it was an engineer named John Stevens, and he figured out instead of lowering the land to sea level, he raised the level of the water to the land. That's what the locks and dams do.
So basically, the ship goes in, and then it raises up in this lock, and then you move to the next area where it raises again, to the next area, raises again, and then that avoided having to go through this mountainous area. And then they made this huge lake, man-made lake, which is still one of the largest man-made lakes in the world, the Gatan Lake. And then you wind up in that, you sail across that for a couple of hours, go to this next lock, and then you wind up on the Pacific side, and you start being lowered back down and then out into the Pacific.
And once we're on the other side, the rest of our cruise takes us to Costa Rica, Guatemala, 2 stops in Mexico, and finally wraps up in San Diego.
And this is our most adventurous cruise probably ever. First of all, it's the longest, 15 days and nights. And we're going to climb a volcano in Guatemala. We're going to go ATVing in Puerto Vallarta. We're going to go parasailing and kayaking and snorkeling in Cabo.
And then we're going golfing in San Diego.
He is. I don't do that. But anyway, very adventurous, a wonderful cruise. Enjoying the Celebrity Millennium very much. Our first time on Celebrity, and just having a fabulous time. Great food, just a wonderful time.
It's a great time, and you can do it too. The Celebrity Millennium is actually going to spend the summer cruising Alaska, but it's going to do this same itinerary backwards from San Diego back to Miami through the Panama Canal in September. And if you want to do that one, we can help you out.
If you ever wanted to do the Panama Canal, this is an absolutely fantastic itinerary because you start in one place, end in another, and you see so much in between.
Yeah.
And not all of them do that. Some start in Miami and end in Miami, and this is just a great, absolutely great itinerary.
So thanks for watching our special video edition of Ann and John's Excellent Adventures.
See you later.